Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. To have a very special guest with us today, she is a nail artist. Please welcome Marsha, aka the Nail Lady. Hello, Marsha, and welcome.
Hello, hello. How are you? And thanks for inviting me.
Yes, absolutely, you're most welcome. So I want to go ahead and get started by asking where you're originally from and tell us a little about your upbringing.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. My upbringing, I have a love hate for my city a little bit because we have all four seasons. So, I hate winter. So, I
Right.
avoid that. But other than that, my upbringing was pretty good. I came from a two-parent household. It was my sister, my mom, and my dad. And we came from a middle class family. My parents was very supportive. My mama had a 9 to 5 job, and my daddy was an entrepreneur. So they supported a lot of what I did. So I had a good upbringing growing up.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So what has been like your school experience as far as like grade school, college, beauty school, and things of that nature?
Grade school, I went to public school from first to third grade. Then my parents had put me in Catholic school, so I've been in Catholic school all the way up to college.
Mhm.
Grade school was cool. I had a love for art as a young kid. I was creating stuff as a kid. So I used to skip recess and go hang with the art teacher. And then when I transitioned and graduated from junior high and went into high school, that's where I started getting into nails. It's crazy. I got a story behind that. Is that I was a tomboy. I wasn't girly at all. So it was crazy how I got into nails. But I was trying to transition into like being more girly and wear more girly clothes. So
Right.
I went and got my nails done, and the lady doing my nails, and I think it's still nothing of it. And then she asked, because she draw and put some art on my nails, and I'm like, draw on my nails? So she pulled out the striper brush, and from there on, it did something to my mind. Like, oh my god, I know I have a new canvas, and I'm about to do my own nails. So I started doing my own nails, and then people from school starting to see it and stuff. So I started. That's how I started doing people nails at school. So all through high school. Was cool. I just wanted to do my work and then after school get to the money. So I used to go over to
Yeah.
people's house, do their nails and stuff like that. And then my senior year, people was like, Marsha, you can make money. You could do it professionally. I didn't even think of nails as being a career because in my mind I want to go to school to be an architect or do interior design.
Mhm.
So once I graduated, well, before I graduated, I looked into like nail art, nail school, and
Mhm.
found out it was like a 2.5, 3 month program. I did the program and then graduated, and then right after that, I went to college.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So I want to go ahead and get into this question. Who did you consider to be like your role models growing up? Like, who did you consider to be like a role model?
My role model was my parents, because I was seeing employment from two different perspectives, and my daddy was very informational about running a business and stuff like that. I hung with my daddy a lot just because he was an entrepreneur, and just seeing him and how he talked to people. My dad was an educator too. He loved to. He was a real estate broker.
Oh,
So back in the day, a lot of black people wasn't homeowners, and he was trying to educate people about having home ownership and stuff. So
mhm.
just listen to him, how he dealt with people and talked to them about educating them on being property owners. Just being around that, just overall, just I felt was my foundation of owning and of having a business.
Yeah, absolutely. I can relate to that because like my dad instills to me understanding how to deal with people and gives me
Yeah,
advice in terms of how to navigate through life and things like that. So it's really
yeah.
really good and it's very vital to have a father figure in the household where they can teach you how to navigate and things of that nature.
Yes, yes. I really appreciate all of that. That helped a lot.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I want to go ahead and shift gears and talk about your business. So you have your own nail salon called Bling House Nail Bar. So tell us about your business, but also too, were there any obstacles in regards to developing and building your business?
Like I said, my father was a real estate broker, so his whole thing for us, he really wanted me to be a realtor. He kept saying, like, when you done with your little job as far as the nails is concerned, I'm like, little job. He was like, you need to get your real estate license. I'm
Right.
like, this ain't little job. Like, oh my
Exactly.
God. So anyway, like growing up, I'm still doing nails and stuff, but he wanted me to get into some kind of home ownership. And this particular building he had on the market, and the it was a bank owned property, and
Mhm,
my father kept bringing clients, prospective buyers to the bank to buy the property. And I
mhm,
think they had it on the market. It was a it was vacant, and I think it was on the market for like $189. And then
mhm,
my dad brought people. The bank turned them away. He brought
mhm,
more people. They turned them away. And as he's bringing people, they're lowering the price of the building.
mhm,
So my daddy gave the building back because he felt like they weren't trying to sell it. So one day I'm on a computer. I said, "Daddy, the building back on the market." He's like, "I ain't thinking about that building." I said, "No, you need to look at it. It was on the market for 28,000.
wow,
It was a commercial property." So I said,
wow,
"Daddy, look at it." He was like, "You're gonna buy that building," and I was like, "I am. I'm not ready for home ownership, let alone commercial." So
mhm,
I did put in an offer. I bid it a little over asking price, and they accepted my offer. So it happened to have a storefront in it that used to be a nail shop prior.
mhm,
So I just went ahead and opened it back in 2008, and the 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 roadblocks that I had was being a young female working with contractors. That was the issue.
mhm,
Um, just trying to find the right people to get in there once I opened. So it was a lot. And then even managing people once you get the doors open,
mhm,
the whole part about opening up a salon or a nail shop is the maintaining it.
mhm,
It's a struggle, you know.
yeah,
So we can all open stuff, but the longevity of keeping it is the struggle. So
mhm,
it definitely was a lot of learning various opening up a shop. But only thing I felt like that really saved me is because I owned the building and my overhead was very low.
mhm. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to get into as far as business tips. So, what would be some critical business tips you could provide in regards to owning a nail salon business, but also maintaining a nail salon business?
Like I said before, some tips I would get, definitely get into, I feel like learning, stay a sponge, learn, get some classes, business classes
Mhm,
definitely help. Like I said, I had my father to help me along the way, and my sister who also was a property manager,
mm,
just get tips about business and ownership of a business. And I will also tell people, make sure you have your ducks in a row with accounting, insurances, stuff like that, because
yeah,
we all talk about, opening it and how to make it cute and what to add and what services, but
yeah,
we don't really get in depth of the business to keep your business running efficiently. So I
mhm,
definitely would. Uh, I don't commingle money. That was my first lesson. Taking money from the business, using it for other stuff, which kind of became an issue at one point. So I feel like educating yourself on the business, taking classes, they free, they online,
right.
just get them with somebody. Yeah, all that stuff I feel like really will help run a better, successful business.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Now, as far as like insurance, so in terms of like owning a nail salon and things like that, what types of insurance, should nail artists and techs really get into as far as like coverage in terms of the business?
So I have business insurance which covers all my materials. It mostly cover equipment in the shop, and I tell the nail techs that work there, because they're independent contractors, that they should get their own separate insurance, because what is if something happened to the shop, God forbids, it covers my personal stuff and my belongings, not so much their stuff. So you
Mm,
definitely coverage that's going to cover everything of value in your shop, replacement costs and stuff. So
mhm,
it's best to just sit down with an insurance agent and kind of tell them what you have in your shop to kind of go over all that needs to be covered.
yeah, absolutely. So, in terms of your nail salon, what are like the most popular nail services?
Um, Nail art. I do a lot of nail art, and then because I do nail art, people who come there just inquire about getting their nails done, whether I'm doing it or somebody else, they want to know about nail art. But all of it is a total of four of us in there,
Mm,
and all kind of specialize in something different, which is good. So me and another girl kind of do a lot of nail art, and then you have somebody else that kind of do like more simple stuff because I
Mhm.
know I do some crazy out the box stuff, and people don't always want that.
Yeah, right.
And then I have somebody in there who just focus on manicures, pedicures. So
Hmm.
it I feel like you can be creative in all of it, but
Right.
most of it nail art that people come for.
Yeah, I want to get into as far as pricing. So, what has been your experience in terms of like pricing nail and nail services? Did you find it difficult and begin to find like that median in terms of pricing and things like that?
Yes, when I first started doing nails, I just had a flat rate for everything because I didn't know how to price it. And plus, I was just excited about like just experiencing, learning, and how to do it.
Right.
So when I first started doing nails, 14, 13 years old, I was $5 for everything. Everything was $5. But I was just excited about doing it. And then as I got more better with what I was doing, of course, I tried to figure out pricing. I went up
Right.
and then I was like, well, I feel like I'm getting cheated because I'm starting to do more art and put more detail into my work. So then I had to learn how to separate the two services from a nail fill in or full set versus art.
Hmm.
So then when I start to separate it, it still became an issue because now, well, one person might want something simple, and then somebody else might want something that's more detailed.
Right.
I'm charging the same price, so I felt like I was being cheated still. So now what I do is I charge per finger according to length.
Mm-hmm.
So that has helped me stay organized as far as how I'm gonna charge people. And then I want people to understand how I'm charging too, because I don't want people to feel like I'm just trying to charge them a price because I need to pay a bill or something. So I just try to keep a chart, keep it out, and so people can get a better understanding. So I do charge per finger for art.
Cool, cool. So I want to get into as far as more into your nail art. So your nail art is absolutely amazing. So the two iconic
Thank
nail sets I really like is one, the Thanksgiving one, which
Okay.
was on World Star. And then the second one was the nails you did inspired by the Alabama riverfront situation with the white
Yes.
chair. So
Yeah.
as far as far as your nail artistry, where do you take inspiration as far as your nail art?
I get inspirations from a little bit of everywhere, mostly from my clients or something that's trending, like the Montgomery Brawl. So that's where most I get most of my inspiration. Like I had did some nails. I was just in Walmart walking. Walmart has a craft section, and I'm going down the aisle and I see some buttons that are Disney inspired. So I was like, "Oh, these is cute." So I took them home and I put them on the nails. Or my first viral nails were some keys. I went to a locksmith and had them break the back of the key off,
Hmm.
and I put the keys on the nails, and that was my first thing. So I was like, okay, now anything goes on nails. I can put anything on
Hmm.
nails. So I get my inspiration from a little bit of everywhere, but mostly what's trending at the moment.
Yeah, that's really, really amazing. That's really, really cool. So you are a celebrity nail artist as well. So in
Mhm.
terms of working on celebrity clients, what goes into working with celebrity clients? But also, what advice would you give for nail artists and techs who want to do celebrity clients?
Working with celebrity clients has definitely its pros and cons with it. Because a lot of them feel like, and I ain't gonna say a lot of them, but some of the ones I have worked with were absolutely amazing, easy to get along with. Some people are very picky and feel like you um kind of like you owe them or entitled.
Yeah.
And I feel
Mhm.
like when you get in with dealing with celebrities, you got to make sure you are clear of what you want from them and what they, what services you can provide, your cost, your fees, your services. I feel like you should definitely be clear with that because a lot of them be wanting you to do some pro bono work. And it's not that I haven't, I don't mind because I really feel like I've been blessed to give out some stuff and just to be and I was excited with working with some of the people, but you don't want that to become a normacy with giving out free work just because you're working with celebrities. So I treat them just like my clients.
Absolutely. So I want to get into as far as Bronner Brothers. So as of recently, you were on a panel with other Black nail artists such as Poochie's Nails and Levette Cephas, in
Yeah.
terms of the Bronner Brothers hair show in Atlanta. You also taught a nail class as well. So tell us about your experience as far as Bronner Brothers and things like that.
Like I said before, I met Poochie a while ago, and so we've been kind of having conversations back and forth throughout the years. And she reached out to me and asked me, was I interested in doing the classes and being on a panel? And of course, I said yes. And that was my first time like teaching there and being on a panel. So the experience of that was all nice. I wish I was a little more prepared for the classes because I'm used to teaching hands-on classes and it was more like a demonstration class.
Mm.
And I had just came from New York Fashion Week, working up there, doing nails for some of the fashion designers. So I was just coming off my high off of that. So I wish I was a little more
Right.
prepared, but I did what I had to do, and it was still an amazing experience. So I would definitely do it again. It was a good experience.
Mm. Now, speaking of New York Fashion Week, how was that as far as like doing the nails for, different designers and, collections? How was that?
So I went up there open minded because I didn't know what to expect. So actually, we had a lead. Her name is Lala with Lala Spas, and
Hmm.
she invited me to come up there. So what it is that basically they already have the designs picked out for the designers. Already have a design picked out that they want us to do. So we're just collaborating, kind of like doing mass nails for one designer and his models, and then once we stick them on and put them on, then we kind of doing it again. But it was one portion of the fashion week where it was called hair couture, so it was more about hair than fashion.
Mm.
So we were able to kind of freelance on that portion of the fashion week, which was my favorite because I get to razzle dazzle the nails. But it was fun overall experience. It was really a good time, and I love networking and meeting new people, especially nail tech. So the experience was definitely a good one. And they also invited me to go to Paris. So I'm trying to get my little ducks in a row and my little money
Yeah, that's really, really
to
cool.
go to Paris. But it definitely was a good experience.
Yeah, that's really, really amazing. I want to get into as far as nail products. So, what has been like your favorite nail products used for nail services and nail art?
Nail products. So nail products that I use is Young Nails. I'm kind of that nail tech. If it's working, I'm gonna stick with it. So
Right.
I've been
Yeah.
using Young Nails for a while, and that's been working. As far as nail art supplies, I kind of get stuff from everywhere.
Hmm.
Whether I'm getting it from Young Nails or Amazon or Hobby Lobby or something. I'm just kind of picking up stuff from everywhere. Like I said, I went to Walmart and saw some buttons and made it work. So
Right.
I don't have a specific place or designer or brand that I use for nail art, but as far as like my acrylic application and products, I use Young Nails.
Yeah, it's cool. Now, if you had a top five list of your favorite nail artists, who would they be and why?
Nail artists, so many. I like Voltino.
Hmm.
I like him because I'm just trying to figure out where he is getting these ideas from. I know I come over with crazy stuff, but his stuff is really cool. So I like watching him, and I like the fact that he actually show us so
Hmm.
how he gets his finished product with the designs.
Hmm.
I also like Vivian with Pamper Nail Gallery.
Viv Shoe.
Um, huh?
Viv Shoe.
What you say? Yeah, she do a lot of portraits of people's
Hmm.
faces. Oh, I love it. Like I'm just so amazed. Like I do some portraits, but they don't touch hers. So I'm trying to get to the level of like drawing faces on
Right.
nails. I also like Home of Diva.
Hmm.
Uh, her nail art looked like stickers and it's hand drawn. So I just love how precise and clean her work is. So I like her. Diablo, I like his work. He do a lot of 3D stuff, and I do a lot of the 3D stuff. Um, and I like Dev, Nails by Dev.
Hmm.
She do a lot of 3D and drawing work too. So her work is real clean and neat too. So I
Hmm.
like her work too.
I definitely want to go ahead and push gears and talk about in terms of the nail industry. So, what are some things you like about the nail industry? But also, what do you think are some things the nail industry could be improved on?
What I like about the nail industry that um is became so open now. People can be as creative as they want to, and we're kind of not in a box
Right.
anymore. That's what I love about it.
Hmm.
Um, what I wish it can improve on it. I don't want to say the nail industry, but
Mhm.
our consumers, but sort of the nail industry. I feel like us as nail techs, we are kind of at the bottom of the chain of the nail industry, like hair, makeup. Um, then we're last,
Yeah, in the beauty
barbering,
industry,
then
yeah, at the
nails.
bottom, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of at the bottom of it, and I feel like that is not fair. Give us our credit because I feel like as much time we put into nails, all the art we do,
Mhm.
our services last way longer, and people complain about the prices and
Yeah.
they neglect us. So I feel like I just wish we can get a little more respect on our craft
Mhm.
in the nail industry because, like I said, makeup only lasts a day or two, hair lasts about a week. But when I do nails, I got clients who come back every 4 to 8 weeks.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, it lasts over a month.
Yeah, yeah. And then y'all complain about the prices and y'all to pay thousands of dollars for your hair. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, right, exactly. So where do you see yourself in your nail career in the next 5 years?
5 years. So in 5 years, well, I'm getting old. So I have started to do more classes.
Mhm.
I love to help. I love to teach.
Mhm.
I also is coming out with a nail product,
Mhm.
so I'm trying to go on that route and see where that takes me. And I have children who also my son he wants to get into like real estate, so I see myself kind of dibbling in that situation a little
Mhm.
more just to help him. But I love the nail industry so much, so I want to make sure I stay in it somehow with teaching or at least selling products. But I'm trying to get away from being behind the chair so much.
Mm, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. Now, in terms of, I want to get into mental health really quick. So, how have you been able to juggle being a businesswoman and a nail artist with mental health?
Um, it's been hard because not only am I a business owner and I'm doing nails, I'm a
Hmm.
mom. My mom just recently passed away this past June, and for the past 4 years prior to that, I was her caregiver.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to juggle taking care of my mom, taking care of kids, being a business owner, opening up a new business, and even with some of my rental properties, that is a lot. It's definitely a lot. So that's why I kind of want to get into stuff that would give me more residual income, so I can have more time to kind of like dibble and dabble into other stuff. So I be with myself a lot just for the mental, just to think and kind of sit back and kind of play my day over and see what I can do and plan out my next day to make sure
Mm-hmm.
I'm focused.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Condolences to you and your family as far as your mom.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, definitely with mental health, like it's a whole balancing act, because I think that,
Yeah,
I don't think there's much of a balance. I think there's more so trying to, manage your mental health as much as you possibly can, especially dealing with like business and different other things and stuff like that. And I think sometimes I know, like, when we're nail techs and nail artists and things like that, we get hard on ourselves sometimes. We feel like we're not doing enough at certain points in time. But I think it's understanding to have that grace, but also to like, it's okay to, cry and things like that to really have that release so you have a sense of clarity.
yes, I cry a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I definitely believe that crying is very, very healthy and it gives a sense of clarity. It clears your mind.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah, absolutely. So last but not least, where can people find you on social media and how can people support you and your business?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Nail Lady, DA underscore nail underscore lady. I'm on Facebook, it's just the Nail Lady, one word. And you can support me, come on there, follow and like my stuff. And also, when I come out with my products, y'all better buy them. But no, I got a good 40 gel that's coming out, modeling clay. So definitely come and support. Love that. I love doing all the 3D stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, support me in those type of ways. I appreciate all y'all.
All right.
And you for inviting me. Thank
Yeah, yeah,
you.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Marsha, for jumping onto the show. I love what you're doing. Your work is absolutely great. This is a very fun
Thank you.
conversation. I'm getting to know you and your story. So just thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
All
Bye
right. Bye
bye.
bye.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye-bye.